Hello and welcome to episode number 50 of Super Califanilistic. My name is Christian Rauchenwald and today we're going to talk about split testing and why it's important with your Facebook ads and in other areas of your business. Before we get to that, as always, I want to welcome the new listeners and viewers on YouTube and on whatever podcast you are listening to, and also on Facebook if you're watching the video there. Make sure to check out the first video of this series to know what this journey is about and what got me here. That said, we're going to jump right into it. Why am I going to talk about split testing today? It's simply because at the moment I set up a new funnel. It's called, or the website is called, or the funnel is called mentorforresults.com. It's a funnel to promote a 30-day trainings program / challenge. Those of you who listen to my previous videos already know everything about that challenge because I love it so much. I'm mentioning it very often. In any case, check out my new funnel / website and let me know what you think about it. How do you think how it looks? Do you think it's great? Do you think I could do better? Do you think would this one make you sign up for the challenge more than the previous ones that you've seen produced by me? Now, why do I want to talk about split testing? It's simple because without split testing, all you do is basically you're praying for the best results and you don't know if you could do better. And split testing can be applied in a million different ways, starting from split testing different images that you're using, split testing different structures on your page that you're using, and split testing different texts, split testing different advertising, split testing same advertising but different targeting groups. For example, currently I'm not going to go too much into how I'm targeting because a magician doesn't reveal all its secrets, and also I do not know yet which target audience works best. But for example, when we talk about Facebook advertising, you would, or in any kind of business, you would need to define your ideal prospect. You're how does your dream customer look like? If it's with the company I previously worked for, it would be a woman who's either currently pregnant or just got a baby because the product was a sleeping aid for infants. And that actually is easy to target on Facebook because you can say pregnant or baby, kid 0 to 1 year old, and you would have your target audience. Then you narrow it down by filtering for maybe married people, maybe by depending on where they live to focus on areas with a higher income and stuff like that, and tada, you got yourself an audience. Now you can also filter further by, for example, age. Now you could do all that and end up with one audience, but you will not know if it's the audience that really performs best, and especially for each ad that you run, a different audience may perform best. So what I, for example, did today with my target audience, I created one core target audience, and then I split it up 6 times, in 3 age groups, and again in single and married, simply because based on my ideal customer, and based on one interest that I can use on Facebook to filter, it was clear that those 3 age groups and single and married are the majority of the people that are interested in it. I further obviously narrowed it down by other things like entrepreneurship and stuff like that, to have audience to reach audiences between 28,000 people and 280,000 people. And I created 2 ads, 2 image ads, which are now running for each of these audiences, which means for 6 audiences in total, the core is the same, it's just different, single, married, and the age. 2 ads, which means there's now a total of 12 different ads running with different targeting, which will show after a certain period of time, usually after 500 impressions, will show which of these performs best, meaning which of these provides me with the lowest cost per click to get people to my page, and also if it runs a little longer, which of these provides me with the lowest cost per purchase. So which of these makes me money and which of them I lose money. And then it's really great, if you use, for example, Ad Espresso, and you do not use a campaign budget but ad set budget, then you can also move your budget to those ads, or split the budget on the ads depending on how big the target audience is, so that a bigger target audience has more money to use. So in the end you have kind of a more a more balanced comparison. And Yeah, so split testing with ads is important, so you know like what's actually the best audience for each of your ads that you're running, and also like you can then mix it in with lookalike audiences, which you can also split test. You can create like once you have a certain amount of customers, usually an ideal number would be somewhere around 1,000. You can simply like upload the email addresses of those customers, and you will have a lookalike audience, or you would have actually a custom audience, and based on that you can create a lookalike audience, meaning you want to target people that are similar to those people. And there you can say like you can also do this based off the Facebook pixel. If you're tracking the purchases with the pixel, then you can create a lookalike audience based on the people who purchased, and you can say like they should be like the top 1% or till top, I don't know, 10% or something, and you can create multiple of the audiences. So basically the thing is, it leads to the point where you start spending money in the beginning, and then you just rely mostly, not solely, but mostly on lookalike audiences, because those are already proven, like those are the people that buy. So it's not so much about your targeting anymore, but about like the people that convert best anyway. Yeah, so like the people that like or want your product the most. And yeah, that's pretty much like in terms of advertising. You can do the same for like Google ads and for other ads, you know, like to simply test different target audiences, or the same but then split it up in one detail, yeah, to see, okay, that age group performs better than the other age group, or I don't know, like or yeah, like that gender performs better than the other gender, and so on. Yeah, it's not about discriminating people, it's just about figuring out like which how to spend your money on advertising to actually have profit in the end. Yeah. And yeah, when it comes to your website, it's also important to split test. There you could, for example, split test different buttons, like the writing on the button. One could say subscribe now, and the other one could be, or like, yeah, one could be like continue to check out, and the other one could be like order now, yeah, or buy now, or add to basket, yeah, continue to check out, add to basket, and then you would look on your page which of those variations performs the best. The difficulty with split test is, obviously you need a certain amount of people to have an accurate result. Yeah, you need a certain amount of people seeing your variations to know, okay, this one performs better than that one. And with, for example, with my current ad, for example, running 12 ads with a 300 euro daily budget means each ad only has 25 euro per day. Yeah, which for testing purposes is actually already like 5 to 10 times of what I usually use to test ads. Yeah, because usually, especially with video ads, you would only like use 2 to 5 euro for an ad, wait for 500 impressions to basically to get Facebook's relevance score, which will tell you like how relevant the ad is to your target audience. If it's a high score, like the best one would be a 10, it means your ad will be cheaper. If it's a low score, it means Facebook will charge you more to deliver the ad. So it automatically means, unless you have huge margins, it automatically means you should probably like change your target audience or change the ad, because it will just cost you money. Yeah. So well, now usually it's also like very hard for people to run split test. Most of the common e-commerce systems out there and common like website builders, they just don't come with easy functions to split test, and that's also one of the reasons why I love ClickFunnels so much. Yeah, like for every page that I create, for every step of the funnel that I create, I can press one button and either start a variation from scratch or clone the existing version and then just modify it in parts, and I have my split test going. And I can with a slider in between those pictures that I'm seeing, I can simply decide, do I want to like run 50% of the traffic to the split test, or do I want to split it like 75-25, and so on, which gives me total control over my split test. You know, if you like, maybe if you're like happy already with your sale and you don't want to, and you couldn't afford to lose 50% of the revenue, maybe then you only want to like run 10% of your audience to the split test website, so it does not affect your results that much. Yeah, maybe you want to run 80% of your audience there because your current website is kind of like, it's performing break even, but you're looking for something that performs better. The point is like, it's very easy to do there, and that's one of the main reasons why I really love ClickFunnels. And that's coming from somebody who has 14 years experience. I could basically develop all that stuff myself, like hard-coded HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and or do it with PHP in a database in the background, and it would perform better in terms of like page loading times and stuff like that, but it would take so much time that the downside of the like, let's say the performance downsides are outweighed by the hours saved. Considering, for example, the mentorforresults.com website, I actually started building it on Sunday night. No, not on Sunday. I think it was on Sunday. But I think it's only like, Sunday, because I'm confused because my computer says it's Thursday, but it's 3 in the morning. So actually I'm still considering it's Wednesday. So it took me like less than 3 days, and I didn't work solely on that. I also did other things to build that whole page, add the products, add an upsell, add a downsell, add an order bump, create email sequences, like when people don't buy, but they already gave me the email, they get emails that follow up with them to maybe still get them to buy. Create order confirmation emails and so on. So all of that was done in 3 days. And now imagine like if you were to hire an agency, or if you were to use WordPress or something, or other systems that are like easy. I want to see somebody that like can do it in 3 days, honestly. So, and that then also with the click of a button can run split test. At the moment, I'm considering changing the copy on the page, which would be one split test to run different headlines. What's important with split tests, you don't want to change too much. If your split tests like have too many factors in them, it will mean you will not know what actually was the one thing that had the most impact on the change. Maybe if you only changed that thing and not 5 other things as well, you would have even better results. Yeah, that's why I'm only split testing age and relationship status right now. So in the end, I will know, okay, that age group combined with that relationship status performs best for the current ads, and I can shut down all the other ads and add the €300 daily budget or whatever budget it then is, simply into that one target audience till the target audience is exhausted, and in the meantime come up with new ads where I do the same split test again, or like maybe I change a little bit, or maybe I split test another factor, but simply to like ads, especially ads get exhausted after some time, meaning like your target audience has seen it often or like so often that the relevance score from Facebook is going to drop, and then you need a new ad to like get back again. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I know it's like a short video compared to many others. As said, like what I want you to do now is like head to mentorforresults.com, either sign up for the training because you find it's amazing, but at least like do me the favor, like go there, look at the page, link is in description, and provide me with feedback on like how do you like it. Can you believe that it's been done in 3 days basically by me alone? That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching and or listening. And last but not least, I'm actually a little sad. We had 50 subscribers on the YouTube channel yesterday, but somebody who subscribed and unsubscribed because I didn't subscribe back. So we are actually at 49 subscribers now. I was looking forward to make a video saying like pretty much for every video so far I got a subscriber. It's not like that, but I'm working on it. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, now is the time. It's in the corner of the video. If you're watching this as a video, if you're listening to it as a podcast, probably there's also a subscribe button somewhere in your podcast application. You know better than me, because the podcast is available on so many platforms. I don't know where you can hit subscribe, but go ahead and do it so you don't miss out episode number 51 tomorrow. Thanks for watching and listening, and bye-bye.